A live look at Beirut right now. Israel fighting back against Hezbollah as today marks 1 year. 1 year since October 7th. And VP Harris can't even call Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu an ally. Watch.
Do we have a real close ally in Prime Minister Netanyahu?
I think, with all due respect, the better question is, do we have an important alliance between the American people and the Israeli people? And the answer to that question is yes.
Okay, reframe the question if you don't want to answer it. I never heard of that before. Mark Levin is host of Life, Liberty, and Levin, Saturdays and Sundays at 8 o'clock. Mark, your thoughts about that schism that she has no problem talking about 1 year since those attacks?
She's evil. She's very evil. She's been undermining the state of Israel since she's been in the United States Senate. She's defended Tlaib in her comments. She's never criticized any of the anti-Semites in her party. You'll notice they all support her. She's made brotherhood and sisterhood with the River to the Sea crowd, with the mayor of Dearborn, Michigan. She picked somebody as her vice presidential candidate who was friends with an imam who talked about the evisceration of the Jews. She's a very evil person, and I want to go beyond that. This administration is evil. I don't believe October 7th would have happened, but for the appeasement and the subsidies given to Iran for the years leading up to October 7th by Blinken, by Biden, and Harris. They refueled their economy. They made it possible for them to purchase arms. They gave them a psychological advantage where they thought they could pretty much do anything and this administration would appease them. They pulled the trigger for Hamas to undertake this horrendous mass murder of Jews unprovoked. The next day, Hezbollah is firing missiles. On October 8th, Blinken puts out a tweet calling for a ceasefire and then quickly pulls it back. These are evil people. They have an ideological view of what they want to happen to the region that goes back to the Obama administration. They do not want Israel to be a power in that region. They do not want Israel to be able to defend itself. They talk out of both sides of their mouths. We have 30% of the United States Navy in and around the Mediterranean Sea. In the meantime, they're telling Israel right now, don't knock out Iran. Don't knock out their nuclear weapons. What? Their nuclear site. Don't hit their oil. Do what we do, appease. We want to happen to Israel what we did to Afghanistan. There was peace. There were Arab nations stepping up. I read a piece the other day that Saudi Arabia is prepared to make peace with Israel, except they want to see who wins because they know that Kamala Harris will not accept a peace with Israel and Saudi Arabia unless Israel capitulates to the Palestinians. What's happened is this administration has leaked against Netanyahu. They're withholding arms from the military. They're trying to make Israel the perpetrator and the perpetrators the victims.
Right.
Their envoy to the Middle East, to Iran, was a special pleader for Iran who had spies under him. We have never seen anything like this in American history. The treatment of Israel. We don't treat any other country this way. You want to know why, Brian? And I'll speak the truth. This administration, like the Democrat Party now, is loaded with Jew-hating, Israel-hating anti-Semites. You see it in the streets. You see it in their constituency. You see it in their colleges and universities. They've barely done a damn thing to tamp down the anti-Semitism. This has been a horrendous, horrendous period of time. We went from peace in our time to war in our time, and the victim is now under attack. And for Kamala Harris, who can't lift a finger to Benjamin Netanyahu, to treat the elected leader of Israel, who is now the most popular figure in Israel, like this publicly, to undermine him, to talk about him this way, is a disgusting disgrace. And God willing, she won't get any closer to the Oval Office than she is right now.
So, Mark, you believe that they're slow-walking weapons still, not just the 2,000-pound bombs, which they said they reinstated. You believe there's a slow walking of weapons, munitions of all kinds right now to Israel.
I don't believe it. I know it. I have the entire list of weapons that they're withholding that has been given to me, including armored tractors that they need to use to clear minefields, even withholding them. They're not withholding 2,000-pound bombs because Israel was dropping 2,000-pound bombs on school children in Gaza. They were withholding 2,000-pound bombs because they didn't want Israel to take out Nasrallah. They don't want Israel to attack the nuclear site in the oil fields where they need those 2,000-pound bombs. They're withholding jets. They're withholding rifles. They're withholding ammunition. They're withholding all kinds of military equipment. The only administration to do anything like this, but not to this extent, was Obama. Obama is one of the ones calling the shots here. And Obama is the one that has brought Kamala Harris in, who has worked Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris comes from a radical left background. Her pastor is anti-Israel. Her father was a Marxist. She is a San Francisco radical. And here's the problem with Kamala Harris. She is a radical Marxist Islamist ideologue. She doesn't want to put in the work and the effort, as we've seen with this horrible hurricane. She wouldn't go to pre-hurricane events in order to figure out what to do. And on top of that, she just ain't that smart. That's why they're treating her like a veal calf and keeping her as hidden as they can. So I want to say to the people of Israel, the people of the United States support you. We share the same Bible that you do. We share the same love of life that you do. Kamala Harris does not. And I certainly hope people keep this in mind when they're voting early and when they're voting on Election Day.
They will, no doubt about it, except for those people rioting in the streets today in New York City, which are an embarrassment to the nation. Mark Levin, thanks so much. We'll make sure to catch your show Saturday and Sunday, 8 o'clock. Appreciate it. Mark Levin joining us on a special day this Monday morning.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.